What's up, guys? Stas here. So listen up. We have a lot to go over in this video. We're going to break down a bunch of stocks, charts, the indexes, what I'm looking to do, and of course, where my head's at overall in the market. So if y'all find value, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. Follow me on Twitter as well. And don't forget to get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, each up to $2,000. Use that link down below or simply go to stasserfest.com/Moomoo. It is free money, guys. I'm telling you, this is the best promo right now by far. Get on it. Again, use that link. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So the markets today didn't do much of anything, to be honest. The Russell did have a bit of a red day. I think last I checked, it went down 0.6, 0.7%. All the other indexes, the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, those pretty much broke even. You guys can see, those three main indexes broke even. And what I'm looking at here on SPY, which you guys know tracks the S&P 500, is I'm looking at this descending triangle on the 30-minute chart, which I believe we have that same thing on Triple Q. You guys can see, let's pull it up and see. Yeah, you guys can see the same thing, right? Lower highs have been made for the past couple of weeks, but at the same time, we're holding support at around $370, right? You guys can see we held that on the 7th, on the 13th, we held that on the 15th, which was on Friday, yes, and today the 18th. So we're holding support at 370 on Triple Q, but again, making lower highs into that. So that is not the most bullish pattern in the short term, right? And again, same thing on SPY, lower highs, but we're holding pretty steady at about 442. So if we do break, let's say 440 on SPY, let me set my alert there right now. Mark is that we're below 440. That is where we might be going. Keyword is might. Nothing's guaranteed, but that is where the descending triangle could play out. And if it does play out, guys, we might see a little bit more downside, maybe towards 435, 433-ish. That's kind of what I'm seeing here on the 1-hour chart on SPY and on Triple Q. If I pull it up, maybe we start going down, let's say, maybe to 358. Let me draw it out and show you guys 358. Maybe over or, down to 354. That could be where it starts slipping. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But as of now, we're holding on by a thread, above this support on both SPY and Triple Q. And we'll get direction most likely at some point, whether it's tomorrow or, later on this week. We're going to get direction, guys, and we'll see where the markets go from there. So without further ado, guys, let me break down some stocks that I'm looking at, what ended up happening today, movers, up movers, down movers. So let me show you guys what Visa is looking like, ticker symbol V. Let me pull it up and maybe pull up this 4-hour chart to show you guys. Yeah, Visa's looking pretty good right now, if you ask me, guys. We have a clear uptrend holding on the 4-hour chart, clear as day. I mean, this thing's been making higher lows, higher highs for months now, and now we're actually in real time on a dip, right? We hit 250-ish a couple of days ago. We got all the way down to about 238, 240, and we held above the 180 SMA, right? We popped above that point, and today we actually went up about $3.50, up 1.5%. And to me, this looks like it could be a continuation play here on Visa, right? Maybe we get some, well, it already looks like we're getting, buyers to come in and buy the dip. But maybe we get a push through the 50 SMA tomorrow. Maybe we do start breaking above 245, which at that point, that's probably the last resistance before we get that next leg up, which could put us anywhere from 250 to 255. So I just set my alert at 245 here on Visa, keeping my eyes on it. And CrowdStrike is another one that I'm watching here, guys. We did see some green today in CrowdStrike, up 0.9%, but I'm still looking at it to see if it comes down to anywhere from 155 to 158, maybe 160. That'd put us right by the 180 SMA here on the 4-hour chart. Or maybe it doesn't even pull back to that point. Maybe we just rip right through this spot right here, which let me actually set my alert at $168. Let me do that. Mark is that we're above 168. If we do break through that point, which happens to be the high from the beginning of August, then 170, 72, maybe even higher. That's where CRWD could be going. So CrowdStrike did pretty well today. AMD also ended up inking out a green day, although it's still in this downwards channel, which I'm not loving. But of course, you guys know my take on this. If we do start breaking above, let's say 110, 112, let me set 2 alerts there, one at 110, and I'll do another one at 112. If we start breaking above these points, that's where, all right, we could start breaking the downwards channel. Maybe a reversal to the upside could be coming. So AMD, quite interesting. Where it's at right now, not breaking out by any means, but it's still on my watch list for sure. Let me see. JP Morgan's one that we've covered before here. This is one that I'm looking at to see if it breaks above 150 to 152, which is right by the 180 SMA. Maybe we do break above that point. If so, we could start pushing high 150s. Maybe past that point. You guys can see back in, let's see, the end of July, we hit $159 a share. That could be a point where, if we break that 159, 160, momentum could really start to pick up from that point. Let me actually set my alert at 160. Let me do that. Mark is at or above. Let's see. Mark is at or above 160. And if we do start again to break above from that point, would we be near all-time highs? Yeah, all-time highs are at 172, I believe, on JP Morgan. So all-time highs, man, all-time highs could be around the corner. But before we talk about us breaking 160, let's break 150 first. Let's fill the gap to 160 and see where we can go from that point. So another green day today for XLE, guys, which is an energy ETF that I've been buying for the past couple of weeks, and I've owned it for 3+ years. I mean, definitely around 3 years, something like that. I haven't bought any, up until a couple of weeks ago, but I've been holding on to it, and now it looks like it's about to break out. We've covered this before, but just doing a quick update. It had another green day, 0.8% today. Very nice, as oil broke to, I think, 92 a barrel. Funny enough, XLE is at 92 a share. Funny how that's lining up. But, look, we have an ascending triangle on the yearly chart, on the 3-year chart. We also see that as well. So I'm still sticking to the point that I mentioned before. If XLE could break above 95, I'm thinking all-time highs are around the corner for XLE, guys, which would be anywhere from 102 to 105, right? Yeah, 101.50 was the all-time high from 2014. I have a feeling we're going to break that. I could be wrong. I could be completely off the point here, off the ball, rather. But that's what my bet is, and that's why I'm in this ETF and why I'm buying more. In fact, I think it could go up higher than 101. I think we could see a huge breakout in this ETF and more upside in oil in general. Like I've said before, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if XLE did go to 110, 15, maybe higher than that. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes too up, too high. I don't want to, force or not force you guys, but try and convince you to get in. That's not the point of this. All I'm saying is I'm confident in this being a nice play, and that's why I'm in it with real money, not fake money, guys. I'm in this with real money, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I lose money. I'm up on my position right now, a good chunk. Again, I've owned this for 3 years, but we'll see how it holds in the future. Maybe I lose all the gains. You never know, guys. You never know in the stock market. But those are a couple that I'm looking at. I don't think we talked about 7 quite yet, so let me name a couple other ones. Looks like Intel started to break out. You guys probably saw this. Well, it's been breaking out for a while. But a couple of, trading days ago, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, we broke above $37 a share. That was nice. We actually ran all the way to 40. And now we've pulled back a bit. We went from 40 down to 38. So in other words, $2, 5%, nothing crazy. And it looks like we're holding above the 180 SMA, clearly above that. We're above the 50 SMA as well. And now it looks like we're slowly consolidating above the highs from a couple of weeks ago, being the end of July, $37, and from the middle of June being about $37. We closed above that. We held above it, which is beautiful. So if we do see a confirmation of a bounce, which we're not getting yet, but if we do start to pop at, let's say, $38, that'd be very good for the bulls, right? If we do start breaking, especially mid 38, $39. Let me actually set my alert there, 38.50. Let me do that, and I'll do another one at $39. Give me a second here, guys. Mark is that we're above $39. Beautiful. There we go. Here on Intel, I believe that's 6 that we just covered, guys. Let me do one more that I'm looking at. CRM, I believe, which is a big one that I'm looking at. Well, actually, they're not looking too pretty since they reported earnings. The stock's kind of flattening out. Maybe let's see what's Amgen up to. Amgen did pretty well today. Oh, look at this one, guys. This one might be worth looking at. So Amgen, what do you guys see right here? You might see it. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll tell you right now. This is an inverse head and shoulders. Do you guys see this right here? We have the left shoulder. We have the head right here. Boom. You guys see that? And then we have the right shoulder right there. So at this point, guys, and you guys see that overarching inverse head and shoulders. Let me zoom in and show you this. We also have a mini inverse head and shoulders within the, inverse head and shoulders that you can see right here. So I'm looking at this like, all right, if we do break above, let's say 267, which we're pretty much right there, that happens to be the high from a couple of weeks ago, that is where we could really start to take off. 275, 280, that's where we could be going next. And that's where the right shoulder in this inverse head and shoulders on the 4-hour chart, well, that's where it could start to complete. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. And follow me on Twitter at Stas Talk Stocks. Link down below. You might as well get your free money from Moomoo as well. Up to 16 stocks, each up to $2,000. Once you use that link down below and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks right off the bat. And fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And listen to this, guys. For a limited time, the clock's ticking. Fund your account with at least $5,000. On top of those 15 stocks, you also get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, which makes this promo a no-brainer. So get on it. Use that link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.